What's up, everybody? I'm Oscar.
And I'm Mono!
And we, Mono and Oscar, are on a definitive quest to find...
the top 100 music videos of all time.
That's right, and you get a say too.
This is Podcast Killed the Video Star.
Ooh, yeah, that was the smoothest it's ever been, I think.
That was... Why did we go more than half the way before figuring out that we were supposed to switch roles?
Isn't it funny?
We should.
We've been saying the wrong lines this whole time.
The whole time, Daniel. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, I'm living because...
Who's Daniel?
Daniel, it's a Mrs. Doubtfire. Remember in the Mrs. Doubtfire moment where she's like the whole time? I mean, it's you remember.
I don't recognize Robin Williams' character out of drag. To me, that's a bad father. That's a bad father. I do not acknowledge bad parents. I don't. Mrs. Doubtfire,
you acknowledge.
I will acknowledge Mrs. Doubtfire, but not
that's so
this
dumb.
Man Daniel that you refer to. No.
That is so chaotic. But don't you think that Daniel made Mrs. Doubtfire? Like he clearly
and then
had
to kill Daniel so Mrs. Doubtfire could live.
This is some murder podcast nonsense you're brewing up here. Some Shondaland. This is some Shondaland tomfoolery. I don't know what you're doing.
Where the drag alter ego sort of takes over the self, and then you become that drag persona.
Bitch, Oscar, I'm literally writing about this right now because I'm writing my drag queen murder mystery. So everyone buckle the fuck up.
I need to get paid. I need to get paid for consulting.
No, you don't.
For consulting, you're gonna steal my idea. Mark my words, y'all heard it here first, folks.
It's already written down. It's already written down. And you know it's already written down.
Show me the receipts.
Happily. I'll show you the saved by date. I'll show you the final draft saved on March what?
Okay, you just emailed it to me and all you wrote was once upon a time.
Not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it.
Speaking of once upon a time...
Smooth. That's smooth, baby. That's smooth.
Yes! We are going all the way back to the 1990s to find the definitive 90s music video of all time.
We love the 90s. Yes! Because this is the first, if this is the first time you're listening to PKTVS.
Who the fuck was that? Just talking right now?
I don't know. Some spirit deep inside. This is a podcast all about finding the top 100 music videos of all time. Mm-hmm. And this is a moment in the Hot Pod Time Machine where we are taking a dive into history to find the definitive music video of what era, Oscar?
The 90s. We already found the most definitive 1980s music video, so congratulations to that video. But now we're moving on to the 90s. We have 3 music videos for your nerves today. Mono has a pick that he thinks is the most definitive 90s music video of all time. I'm here to challenge him and bring another 90s bop to the table. And then we're going to talk about, a Yaz-worthy video, a music video that was in the popular consciousness during the 90s. So when I say 90s, Mono, what's the first thing you think of?
Sad. I really think the 90s were about emotion. They were about nihilism. They were about sadness. And they were like about expressing it because I think, we just go back and forth. We think we're so cute, but we just go back and forth between happy, sad, decade to decade.
Where are we now?
Okay, wait, let's see. 2000s was, 2010s was happy. We're back to sad. I think we're back to sad. Are we happy? 2010s was sad. No, I'm wrong, because 2000s was happy, making the 2010s sad. So allegedly we're back in the happies, but we all know 2020 is not helping that happen.
Damn. All we're back in is the habit, bitch, because we really went through it.
Because this sister act involves 2 sisters who love each other very much. And this sister is promoting something very special because y'all need, if you love good times, if you love TV, if you love if you love Vision, bitch, you need to watch Minx on HBO Max.
That's right. I mean, y'all do me a solid real quick and just go on log on to your HBO Max and watch Minx.
Please
it's
add it
such a
to your
fun show.
list.
Just add it to your list. That's all you gotta
Watch
do.
it.
Watch it.
Put it on.
They
While you
will
fucking.
release. It's 10 episodes. They'll release 2 a week. So in 5 weeks, you'll be done with the entire thing. It's really fun. We had such
That's
a
how
blast
you
making
know
it.
they're really excited by it.
Yes,
they're releasing it little by little.
They want us to binge, sweetie. They want us to binge.
Yes. But they want us to binge and nibble,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so excited. Watch it. It is crudely based upon a Playgirl-like magazine.
That's right. That's right.
The 1970s.
Right. Yes.
And what do you do, Oscar?
I
What are you doing?
play Richie. This feels like I'm doing press for the show all over again, bitch. I'm triggered. I play Richie, who is a photographer for the first erotic magazine for women, Minx.
Yes.
And it's really cute because, you know what I mean? It's what I talked about in press is this.
Oh, so she's press fish. She was doing press today.
Oh, she's media trained. Okay.
Ow.
It's that, you know, there's a lot of power in the gay gaze, if you will, because the people that are watching, the intended audience are women, but they are watching all these lustful images of men through the eyes of the photographer who is a gay man of color. So, talk about empowerment, check.
Check.
Nudity,
Check.
Stunning,
Nigerian
check.
Paris Van Michaels will like it. Check.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I am so excited. Ew, it's so close. It's first two eps on March 17th. So don't worry, we're going to be reminding you to get back into the gig because this show, the trailer is out. It looks so good. You can find it anywhere.
Fun? It looks fun.
It looks fantastic. It looks
so
funny. It looks interesting. It looks well made. I mean, the cast is stunning. I mean, I don't know all of your cast, but I know some of your cast, like our friends of the pod, Jess Lowe.
That's right.
Lennon Parham.
I
mean, geniuses.
It's fun. It's a good time. You know, I don't want to gas up myself or my cast too much because the proof is in the pudding. Y'all need to watch and then decide for yourself.
Watch it.
But you know, I endorse it. This gets an Oscar seal of approval show.
Yeah, and I mean, it goes perfectly with Hot Pod Time Machine, which it is the month we're kind of experimenting with right now. We're in the 90s, and as I told you earlier, the 90s is about being sad to me. What is the 90s about for you?
To me, interestingly enough, it's about good times.
Oh.
It's about celebrating. It's about, to me, the 90s were, especially like the late 90s, were all about really the commercialization of hip hop music and the way that we know it today. That transitional period of just like making fun hip hop music, because, you know, I will say the hip hop went through a huge change in the 90s from going to like gangster rap all the way then to the East Coast, West Coast battle. And then sort of the aftermath of that was like making a lot more sort of like celebratory hip hop music. So, you know, I mean, hip hop music.
Ja Rule appeared towards the end. Ja Rule,
and then Ja Rule sort of marks the end of that era.
Yes, he's early 2000s.
But yeah, I think hip hop music. I mean, I would categorize the 90s as just the truly evolution of hip hop music. So I'm very excited. Yeah. So I wonder if our music video picks reflect any of that.
I'm curious.
Too. So, Mano, why don't we start us off with your music video pick? Explain to us why this is the most definitive music video of the 90s.
Well, I feel like I should say, I want to know your take too, because I was sad during the 90s, but I also started discovering who I was, which is why this is cathartic, because this was part of the first 3 albums I ever purchased. This song was on one of those albums.
What were the other 2?
Jagged Little Pill and Crazy Sexy Cool.
Okay, so she was horny and angry.
Fuck. Still. Take me on a date.
Nothing's changed.
Take me on a date.
Nothing's changed.
Come on. Fuck my
More
little
like
fucking
take me on a
hole.
date or else.
That's
Mano's whole MO.
Honestly, bitch, I want you to fuck me like a pig.
Ew, what?
That's also very 90s. That's very Nine Inch Nails closer.
Absolutely.
There's too many good 90s videos, and if you're like you didn't cover them, go check the archives because we've talked about it.
Absolutely.
Girl. But 90s, this means a lot to me. I loved how sad this was. This is from Nirvana's Nevermind. It's of course the hit Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Well done. Well done.
You know, I mean, it's iconic. It has 1 billion views on YouTube. It has somehow stood the test of time. And as you know, I won't shut up about Garbage.
Right.
One of the producers of this
We're talking about the band
album.
Garbage, because you won't shut up about just Garbage in general.
Shit, that's true too. I'm talking about the band Garbage. There's a person on that band who is a producer who produced this album as well as a lot of iconic Smashing Pumpkins moments. His name is Butch Vig. He is amazing. He helped pioneer grunge and rock, Butch Vig. And he helped pioneer the sound on Nevermind, which was produced grunge. Because before this, rock music was a little more earthy and...
I really thought you were going to say a little bit of Monica.
A little bit of Monica in my life? A little bit of Sandra on the side? No. I'm all Oscar. I'm all Oscar. I'm very monogamous when it comes to you, baby.
Ew. Anyway.
So look, Butch Vig, amazing producer. He pioneered this sort of like layered, crunchy sound in rock music. And if you listen to this song, you'll be able to notice it. It is a layered, richer rock sound, and I love it. So that's why we're watching it.
I love it too. I mean, Nirvana made quite a dent in pop culture history. Yes. And also, like, what year was this music video? I want 94?
94 is what my gut wants to say.
Yeah, maybe a year earlier. I don't know. But
we'll do some deep diving and figure.
Yeah, we'll get the research team on top of that. But yeah, this was a big turning point for music because they popularized the grunge movement. So I'm excited to see "Smells Like Teen Spirit," Mama.
Me too. Should we watch it? Let's watch and talk.
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh wow.
Okay, so.
Oh wow.
I mean,
Here
we got.
Did
you ever own a pair of Airwalks? Do you remember Airwalks?
I bought like one pair and my feet did not like them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They built
did
for
not
skater
work for
boys.
me. And I said, "See you later, boys." That was not for me.
Okay, so I mean, literally looking at these class full of students, all white, all Caucasian.
All white, all Caucasian, sad. Oh, it's privilege makes you so sad. But it is like very Freddy Krueger, as you know. I love the Freddy Krueger.
Giving us Nightmare on Elm Street, the teenage years, absolutely.
It's like not a real high school. It's like a fucked up dream nightmare high school.
Also, there's like tarp around the actual environment, which sort of gives it this like eerie, like they're sort of like fumigating it too, but like kids are still inside, sort of.
That I love. But when you think about it, aren't teens the bugs of the universe?
You so stupid.
Bitch, fumigate them. I don't need them. I made it to adulthood, and y'all can go fuck yourself. But I really thought Kurt Cobain was a cutie. How about you?
No, not for me. Not for me. Sorry,
really?
Not for me. I just am not feeling that aesthetic.
I thought you would like.
Why? Why do you think I would like it?
He's white. No, I forget that your vibe is more nerd. He's more hipster.
It's not even he's just too sad. Like, I just can't vibe with someone so depressed all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, I say that and I'm clearly lying to myself because there's nothing more attractive to me than a grumpy personality. So
see? Aren't you a liar?
I guess I am, but also I just don't like.
Give him a chance.
I don't know. I can't. His hair's too greasy. I don't know. Fine,
I think that's what's fascinating to me is because he's like a fucking busted down house on HGTV. Like the bones are good. The bones are good.
Yeah,
there's just like shit on top.
You sound like someone's mom when you say that because you're like, "Oh, clean yourself up and you look nice, young boy." You're very good. You're giving me very that. But part of it is he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to.
No.
You know?
No. And this is a fun, crazy music video because a lot of the lyrics are completely nonsensical.
They don't make no sense.
You know, as I told you before, I thought I knew the lyrics, and I did not.
Yeah, what were the lyrics that you thought?
I thought he said, I'm a scared of my libido. But he does not say that.
What does
he says
say?
Something, let me find it.
Something a mosquito, if I remember
Yes,
correctly.
it's something a mosquito.
Yeah.
It is so weird. And then, like, a lot of the lyrics, like, are about identity in a way that makes me uncomfortable.
Oh.
Yeah, that line is, a mulatto, an albino, a mosquito, my libido.
Oh.
It's all very nonsensical. Oh, never mind. Titular album moment. Titular album moment.
Wow.
But I guess that's the vibe. That's such the vibe of their music that they fucking named the album Nevermind.
Mm-hmm.
There's a generation of just brain dead teens, and I think that's very interesting about the 90s. Like, we were supposed to lean into nihilism.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, or were you still drinking your go-go juice?
I think I was fully into the go-go juice. I mean, when Nirvana was around, that was something my older sister was really into. I just didn't quite gel with them. I was, as a gay child, you sort of attract yourself to the female groups, the En Vogues, you know what I mean? So that was what the Fugees, that was what I was really into. The Waiting to Exhale soundtrack, which was one of my first CDs I ever bought, So that's
I'm
pretty
doubly
much
laughing.
my zhuzh.
I'm doubly laughing because you're mentioning, like...
Oh, see, now that's my type. This little nerd in the
that
back.
little nerd in the back?
Absolutely. Come to
I'm
Papa.
doubly laughing because you're talking about En Vogue while Kurt Cobain and the mosh pit is happening on screen. It's just a beautiful mashup of cultures.
I'm watching this video and thinking, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
Wow. We haven't done that yet.
We
Holy
haven't
shit.
done that. Oh my god. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit. Wow. It is.
Wow.
It's pretty iconic. It captures the mood perfectly. We talk on the podcast if the video matches the song, and I think this really, really, really does, because it captures the griminess, the grunginess of it all, if you will. And it really sells, the brand of I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it really gives you that fantasy that we were all dying for during this time, and introduce mosh pit culture to the stinky little children of the 90s. It made grunge blow up, and grunge became more than music. It became a lifestyle. It became clothing. How not many musical movements inspire fashion in that way.
No, it popularized flannels, which improvisers to this day are co-opting.
Oh my god. You are so dumb. Tell me what this music video is about to you, bitch.
Okay,
what is this about?
So I think you sort of hinted it earlier in the video. I do think this is a fever dream, a Nightmare on Elm Street scenario, except in this iteration, the Freddy Krueger character is Nirvana, and they're torturing these kids, but the kids really dig it. They're like they're off having one final party before they get massacred by Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, it's very that. It's very that.
Yeah.
And, I love that. And it is nonsensical. The janitor's dancing while he works.
I know, they're so interesting to be like, the only adult that we see in this video is this janitor.
And we almost forgot the Anarchy cheerleaders. They're not adults, but they're not cheerleaders. They're Anarchy cheerleaders swinging their tits.
They're cheerleaders. They're cheering for the band.
Yes,
but I'm saying a different type of girl, that's all.
I'm just saying they have the symbol on their tit. They're swinging it around. It is a moment.
Yeah, I think they're using all the tropes to make like a high school dance, but turning it on its head. It's sort of like if the prom was in the Upside Down. That's how I would describe this video.
I love that. Holy shit. Wow, you finally said one interesting thing. Good for you, babe.
We were doing
Good
so
for
well until this
you.
moment. Now we can't. Okay. And that is the, 20-minute mark? Okay. And then she came at me with some heat. Okay. What is the layu for you?
The layu for me in this video is going to have to be Kurt Cobain. I mean,
Wow, you really would
broke.
smash?
Yeah, I would. I think he's really gorgeous.
That's not really your type, though.
No, isn't that interesting? I don't like Edge anymore, but I think it was a little bit of a sexual awakening for me. I think it's just something, the danger and the riskiness that he possesses is so foreign to me.
Right.
That I think that was a good introduction to my sexuality, because I was like, and being, let's be real, like being a shy person in a masculine body, I think almost made me admire like toxic masculinity or just like outright displays of masculinity. I was just like, how do you do that? How do you do that? I don't know. But maybe it's because he's like kind of a sad little loser, and I connect with the sad little loser in him.
Yeah.
He's a little paradox.
He is. And I get it. And I get it now.
What's your layu?
The layu for me is the Anarchy Cheerleaders. I think they are amazing. I would definitely be, or at least would try out to be a part of their team. I wouldn't get in because my tits are not nearly as big as theirs. But yeah. Or maybe. Actually, maybe. I did get thicker.
I can help,
so,
baby.
You know, maybe.
Let's go get plastic. Let's go get a lot of plastic.
Sure. Surgery?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, let's get a boob job. And just that.
And just that.
Massive double Ds, nothing to the face, nothing to the rest of the body, just huge tatas.
That is it. That is Smells Like Teen Spirit. Very 90s, very grunge. Will the fans live for it? We'll see.
I think they will. I mean, you got a pretty good chance of making it to the top spot, but not so fast, my fast-feathered friend. Because after this break, I will throw down the gauntlet in my music video pick for the most definitive music video of the 1990s. So be prepared.
You won't be prepared.
That's also from the 90s.
Bitch.
Enough! Shut up!
We're back. Wait. You just said a very funny pun, I think you should say, now that we're rolling again.
What did I say?
We just like loaded up our YouTube clips for the next music video, and you said, Kurt, load her up. And bitch, that's a good pun.
Wow.
That's a good pun.
Okay. Do y'all see this? She's stealing my lines. She didn't give me the chance to say it myself.
No.
Oh yeah, tell them that fun thing you said. Shut up, let me say it.
No, you just said, what did I say? So you set up the trap for me.
I need to write a contract, actually. After this episode wraps, I need to protect my, intellectual property.
The only contract you know about is contracting STDs. So sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Fuck. Oscar, you're
98% of Americans have HPV.
You are excited to bring your music video to the bowl. Tell me what motivated you to bring this little ditty to it.
So this is a music video that I grew up sort of being obsessed with. It got me into hip hop. I mean, I sound so fucking lame when I say that, but it got me into hip hop. It did sound a little momish.
Yeah.
I'm really into hip hop music right now, but it like, listen, in the 90s,
as well as voguing,
the biggest thing in the 90s was the East Coast versus West Coast rap rivalry that happened between Bad Boy Records and Death Row Records. I mean, you're talking about
so wild. Tupac,
Suge Knight, Biggie Smalls, Puff Daddy. All these people were involved in and we were alive when this was going on, and it was literally everywhere. There
were other ones, but like those were the main two, and then everything popped up around it.
Absolutely.
Like Murder Inc.,
exactly.
Rough Riders, Cash Money Millionaires, etc. Aliens, if you will. But go ahead, what you were saying.
But, you know, for me as a kid growing up in Queens, New York City, of course, I repped Bad Boy Records, you know.
And you know I love the West Coast.
You love the West Coast, but you're an East Coast bitch, though.
I am, but I'm North Carolina, which I mean I don't think anyone, if I told someone I was East Coast, they would be like, fuck off, you country trash.
Like,
but go ahead, tell me
Blake Shelton, you weirdo. You possum.
Tell me more about why ideologically you are East Coast.
Yes, yeah. For me, East Coast was it. Like, you know, we had California Love, which was featured on the podcast earlier, which was
Can't believe it didn't win.
It didn't win. Shade. But, you know, the tragic event of Biggie Smalls' death,
shocking,
murder, one would say, happened, and it's sort of, and then Tupac's death also. I mean, the fact that they happened, I was like maybe a week or 2 weeks.
Our concept of mortality was heavily affected by the immense loss of celebrities in the 90s.
I mean, Selena, period, you know?
I mean...
Period. So...
At the height.
Yeah, so for me, like, the response to Biggie's death that Puff Daddy sort of spearheaded was so iconic for me because it was literally everywhere. I mean, I'll Be Missing You was, like, everywhere. You couldn't have escaped that song. And to me, it just felt a little tragic, so that wasn't my music video pick. This pick is still... It's a loving homage to Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G., but it is an upbeat song. The video is really fun, and you could see a lot of the tropes featured in a lot of hip-hop videos. Even today, we see that in this music video. We're taking us back all the way to 1997, and I'm nominating More Money, More Problems by the Notorious B.I.G., featuring Puff Daddy and my boy Mace.
Love Mace. He's a man of God now.
Absolutely.
Love him.
Love Mace.
Let's watch and talk, shall we?
Ready?
Because I have a lot to say.
Okay, perfect. Ready?
Yes.
Let's load her up.
Yeah, you're right. It's not very funny when you say it.
You suck. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, we got a skit.
We got a little skit.
We got
Puff
sketch.
Daddy in Tiger Woods drag. We got Mace in a giant fucking coat.
I mean, in Bryant Gumbel drag.
He looks literally 14 years old.
Yes, he sure does. He is talking. He's also doing a white guy voice. Like, he's doing his golf white guy voice. Being like,
there's a lot of sense of humor already in there. Okay,
I love it.
Shot? Yes, he does.
It's so funny. And now it looks like he's unstoppable.
And then we see that explosion.
Yes.
This is it. This to me is 90s. Right here. This is my 90s.
I'm coming. Yes.
This to me is 90s. The camera angles, the colors, the cash money, the bomb explosions, the everything, the fisheye lens.
This is like post Bad Boys 2, which I think positively influenced hip hop culture.
Yeah,
to be
maybe.
Like,
yeah, it's
maybe.
the only time Michael Bay, did something good.
Did anything that didn't just star the youngest, whitest teens in the world. Yeah. I mean, all of these opening images are so iconic. The matching jumpsuits, the floating in the Sky Mall, all of it.
This just feels like there's so much joy in the video. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. And this is the time when a lot of people were criticizing Puff Daddy, not P. Diddy yet, for sampling a lot, right?
Right.
He samples
yes, that was
a
what
lot
he did. Is like he sampled, but there ain't not, as long as you paying the right people.
Yeah.
Sample away. Also, that was a shot of the globe in Flushing, Queens. Again,
Universal Studios.
What? No, bitch. It's not Universal Studios. You dumb.
It's not.
Dumb bitch. No, it's
wow.
Flushing, Queens, because they rent New York, the delay. But watching that, I lost my damn mind. I was like, oh my god, that's Queens. I know where that is. So
that's you, bitch. And it's not Universal Studios. Sure?
No, it was no. I'm pretty.
You're sure?
I don't know if they have a partnership with the Universal Studios. I mean, yes, there is a Sky Zone, and yes, they are floating up with a bunch of fans, but there is no correlation between Universal Studios and Mo Money Mo Problems.
Wow. And this is the first time hearing of it. I did not know that. I did not know that before today. I do want to say, I was more of a West Coast bitch, but mostly because I like Tupac. And as I told you in the past, I connected with his he was obsessed with Machiavelli.
Yeah.
And I thought he was so philosophically exciting when he talked about Machiavelli and talking about how being feared is just as powerful as being loved, or I think more powerful than being loved. But he kind of talked about that complicated ethos that I think people in hip hop have of should I be feared or loved? And that's why I'm a little bit more Tupac. You don't care.
Nothing has anything to do with the fact you want to fuck him really bad.
I ain't exaggerating at all, man. The more money you make, the more problems you get.
Look at Biggie right now. Sorry, I can't mention Tupac when Biggie's on screen.
I know, yeah, he mad
struggling.
At you. I mean, this is a really unflattering angle. Whoever did this was a cruel person.
Yeah. What was he sleepy, high, or
both? Maybe both.
Was that
Maybe
his
both.
ghost?
Maybe
because he was
maybe
not
both.
there.
So okay, they're giving me the thing that you love a lot, your aesthetic, which is factories that don't make anything.
Oh my god!
Right?
Oh my god! You're so right. Yes, I love it.
They look like
These
factory workers in a weird way. Do you know what I mean?
They really do. And what do they produce? Small fluorescent lights? What? No,
parties,
they don't. They make
parties. You don't see?
my god. Do you love that they gave them the knobs to turn though?
Yeah.
Are you so? Do you live?
What does this do? We're watching an image and they're just twist the knobs. Also, I need to tell y'all that this was directed by the king of hip-hop music videos, Hype Williams.
Hype Williams?
This is a trendsetter, the number one hip-hop music video artist, director of all time is Hype Williams. And then we get to see this in all the glory. That is
and
Hype
the
Williams
Bentleys.
magic.
They're celebrating consumerism, which hip-hop, MC Hammer, I think, pioneered consumerism in hip-hop. But it became a hallmark of hip hop. What do you think that's a pro or a con?
Well, it's about these, the hip hop sort of trajectory is you come from nothing and you make a name out of yourself and then you have an abundance of everything. What I like about hip hop, especially in the 90s, was this idea of I will have a name and then I will uplift my community and my friends so we can become a crew and then we can all do this together and have fun. I mean, that collaborative aspect I think is a little bit lost nowadays, and so that's what I got at especially Bad Boy Records was that. You know what I mean? You become friends with someone and then they sort of give you the privilege that they've earned in their career to lift you up.
Well, that was so fun too about, even though there were label wars amongst in the hip hop community, there were people of color creating record labels.
Period.
And I think I'm not out of line to say so many of those labels have been bought up and scooped up by, the giant corporations that exist.
Yes. Absolutely. So,
interesting.
Now that we've seen Mo Money, Mo Problems, Mono, what the hell is this video about?
Bitch, this is the true story of what happened after Puff Daddy won the golf tournament. This is the true story. So this is GCC is the name of that golfing,
which stands for
Greensboro Central Championship.
And golf isn't even in the title. Okay.
There actually is a GCC, but I think it certainly does not stand for that. GCC is I swear,
and that is a golf
thing.
tournament.
I'm pretty sure it is. Okay.
Let's get the research department behind.
Please, listeners, call me out. Call me out. Hallelujah. So this is the true story. Everything you saw there, the skit was not a skit. It was just a before and after. So that's what happened after the commentator and the golf player. that's what, after he won, they lost their mind and they became best friends and they started walking in front of fire explosions. That's what this is about.
Because they had that much money to burn. Literally.
Yes, literally. Yes. It's funny, like, because you're saying, like, this called Mo Money, Mo Problems, but it is a pretty, like, it's a pretty upbeat, happy take on more money.
Absolutely. It's so funny. Yeah, this is like, with a cautionary tale like Mo Money, Mo Problems, it seems like in a weird way, a bitch track. Like, look at me.
Yeah.
Look at my limp. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so, and it's fun. The song, it's sampling like I'm Coming Out by Diana Ross. Like, it's a party, babe. It's a party.
It's a good time. I love it. For me, the lay you in this right here, it has to be them in the red suits with the black and white light background. I think that is just such a stark, amazing image in my brain.
For me,
how about
it is
you?
in that Flushing Meadows Park globe. It's like a landmark that I'm very familiar with from my early teens, you know, and just that shot of them walking in the explosion with all the money coming out. I mean, like, that to me is just hip hop excellence. It's so fun and it is so 90s to me.
It's so 90s. It is it's a strong moment. And it also was a moment for posthumous celebration of, like, artists. Like, I'm gonna say that became such a 90s thing where it was like, here's Tupac's posthumous tracks. Here's, like, this person's posthumous tracks. I mean, even Michael Jackson, who had a posthumous album moment, canceled. Why are we bringing him up?
Why are you saying we? I did nothing of the sort. I did nothing of the kind.
You're nothing of the sort. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just saying posthumous music became a thing in the 90s. I would say a little bit more, where it's like, check out this artist portending their demise. It's wild.
Absolutely. It's iconic.
Well,
it's 90s. It's great. That's my nomination for.
That's a good one.
Listen,
this is going to be interesting.
We got one more. These are 3 incredible videos in the mix.
What are you about to slap me in the face with?
Okay,
bitch,
so,
with this
you know,
one?
this video is sort of, it comes from not a huge cultural, like, artist. Like, Nirvana was a huge band. Of course, P. Diddy and Mace and everyone at Bad Boy has a legacy. This is a one-hit wonder. A little bit. We're zigging instead of zagging here. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see it.
And so I would like to bring everyone's attention to
No, you
our
didn't.
Yaz-worthy video, which is Sir Mix-a-Lot's, Ring the Bells, Play the Trumpet.
Who was knighted by the Queen.
He is a
before
sir.
you come for his name. He's a sir.
He is a sir.
Yes.
Sir Mix-a-Lot's one-hit wonder, I believe, because I don't think he had any other songs.
No, he had like another. No, he
I
didn't.
wouldn't even know what other song there would be. But this is the
I wouldn't either. Too
Baby
young.
Got Back. Bitch.
Yes. This is so exciting. I can't wait to rewatch this. I can't wait to. Can we just watch and talk?
Watch it. Let's do it.
Okay, because there's too much to say. Okay, ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Bleep.
Right off the bat, we got a sketch. These girls with these jackets. I want that jacket on the left.
Best skit in a music video history.
Angelic. Yeah, this is it. This wins. Best
this
skit,
really is it. Because
that rap guy's crying to himself. Come on, it's funny. It still slaps.
It's funny. It is hilarious. It is irreverent, and it celebrates like blackness. It celebrates bodies.
Absolutely. Well, now, what do you have to say to people who are going to come at us being like, this is objectifying women, this isn't fair, blah, blah, blah.
Sit your ass down.
Oops.
Like, I'm going to say it is so, yes, it is objectifying women. But I want you to look at the other side of this, which this is pre-ass by, like, 15 years.
Interesting.
Asses were not cool. Because when this was presented in pop culture, the joke was a little bit like, oh, I can't believe this guy loves big asses. Like, that's how it was presented. But we all knew deep down we love ass. Yeah, Cosmo says you're fat, and I'm not down with that.
Someone feed her.
I know. Shake that healthy butt. Baby got back. On top of that, the song sounds so good, right,
It's
Oscar?
a freaking great song. It's a great... I think it's a sample of another song, but and this song has been sampled many times. Nicki Minaj, for example, with Anaconda, which is the female sort of response track to...
Yes.
Baby Got Back.
Baby Got Back, which is genius. It's genius.
Absolutely genius, and it did take that long to write a diss track. Not a diss track, but a response track to Baby Got Back.
Right. Well, it's also funny, too, because in the 90s, it was okay for men to objectify, whereas women weren't allowed to, or were shamed when they objectified men.
Do you remember that song? I don't want no teeny weeny.
Oh, my itty bitties, and
hey, that was a bop,
short man. Don't want no. Oh, that's a good point. The lyrics in this video, the lyrics are incredible.
The way
it is consistently funny.
It's like what the shadows here in this when Sir Mix-a-Lot is rapping is so there's an intricacy to the way that this is shot. Like it looks silly, but it's actually really genius.
The white guy getting nervous around big butts is genius.
Listen, hey.
It is. You're right. I mean, it's gorgeous. Also, hello, Venus.
I know. Wow.
There's also the studio asses they got made.
The
is unbelievable.
The audacity.
We have the figures.
5'3". Oh, love that. And that was a nod to Josephine Baker, the woman with the banana skirt.
And so Sir Mix-a-Lot has affected.
Ooh, work.
Sir Mix-a-Lot gave Kim Kardashian her body and her life.
I know. Kim Kardashian went to the plastic surgeon and said, she pulled out the lyrics of Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back. She said, give me this.
Give me this.
And the surgeon was like, wait, what? And she's like, give me this. This is the blueprint to my body. And it was the lyrics to Baby Got Back.
Because we both know we're obsessed with the Swan. And the Swan was early aughts.
Why are you trying to drag me with you, bitch? Why are you trying to... Why is that? What we? All of a sudden, we like the Swan? No, bitch. You like the Swan.
Am I wrong? Have you
seen
never
every
seen
single
the
episode
Swan?
many times.
Okay.
But...
Okay. This is what I thought. It just, even when they were giving this woman the perfect body, quote unquote, which is horrible.
Yikes.
They were never touching their asses. They were just like, just give them size E tits and send them on their way.
Yeah. Oh my God. This woman's butt blowing up. It's so
the puffy
funny.
blow up butt.
You know, I gotta say, this is
like
it's a celebration of natural bodies. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like an homage to bodies that have not been loved in the 90s that way, you know?
Yes.
It's great.
It's wonderful. It is going to be hard to beat this one, but that's, which we'll get to, but like, that's the beauty part of this. We don't have to decide, but like, it's funny. It's poignant. Mm-hmm. It celebrates bodies. And it also
it's
like
stupid. It's so stupid. What a dumb thing.
I love too that it's a black artist busting through to take over the pop culture conversation, which happens all the time, but it takes so much chutzpah and charisma to do that, and the fact that Sir Mix-a-Lot had this moment and was clowning white people, celebrating bodies of size, and he was right the whole time. That now asses are so in. He was right the whole time.
There's nothing better than a juicy butt. There really isn't. And I know that he's referring to women, sure, but I would rap about guys' butts. I like it. I love a guy with a fat ass. Like, give me a guy with a fat ass. I want it.
Absolutely.
I would do a gay version of Baby Got Back if I knew how to rap, which I don't, and I would never try to do it,
No, but we know Big Dipper, who has if you're not super familiar with his music, he has music about gay shit. And
the doors Sir Mix-a-Lot opened.
It's kind of that. It's kind of that. He's kind of a very much Sir Fucks a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
That part. This is fantastic. Holy shit. How we know what this music video is about. There's no need to say this.
Yeah,
There's no need to cover that.
Let me ask you this. What is the Leu for you? What is the iconic moment for you?
I got to say him on top of the ass. Him posing on time, a giant Nickelodeon style ass. I think the fact that was made probably via paper mache, however the fuck they made it, because they were like, we cannot celebrate this song without 10-foot asses.
They really went for it, huh?
Yeah.
There was also a funny moment in the video where he like air humps that giant ass. It's a wide shot. There's a lot going on, but in the corner you see Sir Mix-a-Lot like really
That's funny.
air humping the ass, and it made me laugh so hard.
You made a good point earlier too. This was when we watched this video years ago. But like, is this the first Becky? Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. Oh my gosh,
maybe. Yeah, this was the beginning of the Beckys. Yeah, those white girls who
fascinating.
were so intimidated by big asses, and they were a little jealous too.
Which
ties to my Leu. I mean, nothing can beat that opening skit. I mean, I'm a big sucker for skits, and like. Nothing,
oh my God.
Nothing in music video history has ever been topped.
No,
by the skit in Baby Got Back.
That's true. It's 100% true. It was funny. White people felt like they were in on the joke, but they were totally the butt of it.
Yep.
It is perfect comedy. It's fantastic.
It's so good. It's so good.
I love this music video. Listen, and the best part is we don't have to decide.
We don't decide. Y'all do.
Thank God.
Yeah. Mano, how do people vote for their favorite music video?
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. How they vote is by going to our Instagram, Podcast Killed the Video Star, and liking the post that corresponds with this music video. You can vote for 1. You can vote for 2. Don't vote for 3, crazy.
You can stop at 2.
Yeah, you can stop at 2. And whichever gets the most votes progresses to the top 100 music videos. Yes. Isn't that right, Oscar?
Absolutely. And listen, if you're listening to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast, or watching us on YouTube, hi, hello, hi.
Subscribe, comment, like.
And you're like, wait a second. How could they talk about the 90s and not include blank
this
video?
Yep.
Well, what you do is, on YouTube, we have an actual playlist of all the music videos that we've covered on the podcast. So first, look into the archives, go on the playlist section, on the playlist tab, see if the video you're talking about hasn't been covered already, then watch that video. And then if it hasn't, girl, just go in our Instagram at Podcast Kill the Video Star, click on the link tree, and then give us a couple of coins so then your music video can be featured in an episode of Podcast Killed the Video Star.
Don't got coins? You can give us a gorgeous 5-star review with the words on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, and we will consider your music video if you drop it in that little review.
Yes.
We already have one we're really excited to feature on the pod, but we need more.
We need more. So before we go, Mano, I want you to make a case as to why you think Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana deserves to be the definitive 90s music video.
We need, we don't have a lot of rock on this countdown. I think we could use some rock. It is the kind of rock that I like, which is better produced. It's not too straight. It's celebrating ennui, sadness, the human condition. It does it in a very pop-forward presentation. And we all know Nirvana was the T in the 90s. So I think Nirvana's gaggy, and they have other amazing music videos, but I think this sure would be a fucking good one to put on the list.
You make a great case. You make a great case.
Now, Oscar, how are you going to make a case for Mo Money, Mo Problems with the Puff Daddy and the Mace?
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, if you are a hip hop head, I mean, listen, you don't even have to be into hip hop at all.
That's true.
To understand the cultural reset that was Mo Money, Mo Problems. I mean, when we talk about aside from being a great song, period, point blank, like enough, case closed. The music video directed by genius Hype Williams has opened the doors for so many hip hop music video trends that we see till this day. The money, the explosions, the choreography, the outfits, the fisheye lens. It has a sense of humor. It has a skit, which you know I love. It's about flaunting money and feeling yourself. It's a glow up track, which you know I love, and it honors a big cultural moment that happened in the 90s, which was the East Coast West Coast rap battle, you know? So if you're a fan of that and recognize that, please vote for Mo Money, Mo Problems. Now, Mono, what if you're like, I'm going to make a case for why Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back is the most definitive 90s music vid?
There's a lot. It is funny. It is stupid. It is playful. It's really an amazing song. It sounds good. It's like so fucking catchy. The lyrics are just so expertly crafted. It is, oh my God. I'm maybe even going to say, I think it's definitely one of the top 3 one-hit wonders of all time. Oh. And those are just some of the arguments. Anything more you want to add to the argument of why this should be considered as the best definitive 90s music video?
It's got the best opening skit of all time, period. The end.
Yeah.
It's got sense of humor. It's got stuff that we haven't seen before and hasn't been really replicated since, you know?
Yeah.
It just opened the doors of hip hop being funny, but also like it's a celebration of Black women. I think it's a celebration of Black bodies. It is absolutely
a celebration of Black women. It validated women's bodies as beautiful, who especially up to that point had been told they're too thick. And now the conversation sure has swung the other way.
Absolutely.
Of everyone co-opting the experience that was inherent and that Black women were shamed for.
And that's why Mix-a-Lot is named Sir.
Sir, that's when he was knighted. Bitch. Go vote. Go vote on our Instagram. This one's going to be
This one's going to be tough.
doozy.
This one's going to be tough.
Oh, and I hate to end on another murder. I know we 90s had a lot of celebrity murderers, but we have another celebrity murder in this episode.
What? Who died?
Bitch, we killed MTV!
Thanks for
that
watching
was
Podcast
very
Skip the Beat.
Mufasa.